Hi guys, welcome to another IDW Sonic character review and everything. This time I'm going to be reviewing the Lanolin, the sheep and everything, the character. I find this character really interesting because she's been in issue 57 recently and everything and all that. The first time making a full appearance and everything, and as the character, and also we're seeing more of her in action in the issue 57 and everything. I really like this character, Lanolin the Sheep. She's a very interesting character indeed, and I think everybody else thinks of that as well. As we're seeing more action of her in issue 57 a few weeks back now, and I really like her character. There's something about her. She's a really interesting character and everything, so that's why I want to review this character, find more information about her, because we've seen her in a lot of comics and everything, in some of the roles. But as I've mentioned, we've seen her more in action in issue 57 and everything. So I like to review this character because she's really interesting, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading the character's review and everything, her background, her story, her relationships and everything, and more about this character. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to review the character. So here in this article, this is all about the character and everything. So I'm going to read some of the bits here. So here we got Lanolin was a female sheep who was part of the resistance and later became a member of the Restoration when the resistance was disbanded. The character herself was originally nameless, with her name only mentioned by the artist Adam Thomas. It was then confirmed to be official name by Ian Flynn and everything. So they got the contents here and everything of there. Like the history, Fallout, the Restoration, All or Nothing, Out of the Blue, Cow Races and Botnik Bases, then Test Run, City Hunt, Trial by Fire, Urban Warfare, which we're currently now on in issue 57, so it's going to be in parts. So I can't wait to see more than in the issues as we go along. And in the background, concept and creation, relationships, friends, enemies, the gallery, then content art, trivia references. So I'm going to begin with on the far right here with a picture of Lanolin. So here it says first appearance, IDW Sonic Hedgehog, issue 2 and everything. It's a biography, information, species. Well, she's a sheep and everything. This was statistical description here. We've got gender, female. It just tells you the description of eyes, fur, skin, and everything. And then it tells you the trivia, all this here. And then the political alignment and ability, which is alphabetization, restoration. And then on the left here, the history. We're going to be looking at the history here. So it just says we've got what it says here, Fallout here. When Sonic visit Riverside and help Amy defend the village against a death grab, the sheep lady alerted Sonic to an incoming Batnik force. So the sheep lady, which is, as I mentioned before, it was nameless at the time. And then here we got the Restoration. So after the Resistance was reformed into the Restoration, I think that's how you say it. I do apologise if it's not the right word, but Lanolin can be seen carrying away a pile of papers and can be seen assessing matters in Restoration headquarters. So we've got a picture here with on the right here, Lanolin far right. Let's just have a look at here, as you can see there. She's on the far right there. And then All or Nothing, she was one of the few survivors aboard and rescue shuttle when the Restoration headquarters was breached. After evacuation of Restoration headquarters and reallocation to the Angel Island, Lanolin can be seen in one of the pilot chairs of the lone shuttle that evacuated. She was extremely worried when Sonic, infected by the metal virus, was hanging on the back of her chair, as you can see here in this picture there. she's a bit worried. He's got the virus there, Sonic. So. And then out of the blue, after the end of the metal virus, the female sheep was among the others celebrating in Spiral Hill Village, and then kale races and batnet races. At some point, Lanolin took a trip to the White Park Grand Chetu, and then test run with Belle the Tinkerer was shown by Restoration Headquarters. Lanolin can be seen there. And then Tribal Fire Pamela Lanolin was seen in the park zone, I thought, separate from Amy, the rest of her group. So that's the urban warfare we're in now. So we're gonna look at the personality there. The female sheep is shown to be easily startled whenever it's from Batniks to even being mentioned by her boss. There's nothing there for parallel abilities, but the equipment Lanolin has a Wispen based on a cowbell, which can be used by Maggie, the sheep's magnetic wisp partner. As we've seen that in issue 57 a couple of weeks back now. So the appearance, it just says Lanolin is a fluffy white sheep, hair like wool, is kept in check with her hair, but in the belt. She has small horns on top of her head, which was originally red but was since changed to black. She wears a brown track pants and a brown hiking boots. She had an orange tank top and a collar which has the large bell attached to it. When the headquarters was evacuated by the rescue shuttle, Lanolin wore a jumpsuit. So there's a picture on the right of the jumpsuit in her jumpsuit here. You can see there. And a background, she's one of the first two background characters that was introduced in the comics. The other being, I can't say that, sorry, Mizu, but she appears in cover B of IDW Sonic the Hedgehog issue 2. She was a background character created by Anne and Bruce Thomas, and that was introduced in the comics. She also appears on cover B of that issue, of that same issue. Lanolin is a product from sheep's wool, so we got constant and creation. Lanolin was created by Adam Bryce Thomas as a background character in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. In supplement issues, Thomas would draw in Lanolin usually with a new look. Writer in Flynn would later confirm Lanolin's name. So these are relationships, friends, Amy Rose, Chaotix, Charmy B, Ispo the Chamlin, then we got Vector the Crocodile, Maggie, Mousetail's Prowler, Restoration, we got Belle the Tinkerer, Jill the Beetle, Tangle the Lumber, and Rose the Bat, and then Sonic the Hedgehog, so her enemies is Dr. Starline, Eggman Empire, Dr. Eggman, Metal Sonic, and Batniks. So this is a gallery here. We got Lanolin's first appearance in issue 2. It's a picture of her there. And then the cover where the sheep character Lanolin is seen. You can see her there in the background near Amy Rose there. And this is a concept art, Lanolin's model design sheet. There she is there and everything. Really interesting. I like concept art because I find it really interesting how they do the characters and everything. And then we have a trivia here. Lanolin appearance on an early draft of Sonic issue 30, a cover which was done by Adam Booth here. However, she was edited out of the final version. To date, Lanolin has appeared almost exclusively in issues insulated by Adam Bruce Thomas, creator. The only expectations are Sonic Hedgehog issue 20, 26, and the annual 2020, where she was drawn by Jack Lawrence, Evan Stanley, and Jonathan Gray, respectively. The outfit she wore during her first days of work at the restoration is slightly similar to Amy's outfit when she was younger. According to Ian, the reason why Lanolin has a supporting role in story arcs started with Sonic the Hedgehog 57, as I mentioned here, was mostly due to how Lanolin's appearance, as we know, has evolved until she started gaining a role in the story. So I'm glad she's got a role now in the story in issue 57 and everything. On the right here, we got a picture of it says Lanolin bottom left on the early cover of Sonic issue 30. I'll just get a full picture here. As you can see here, you can see that right down the bottom left here, she was there. But they cut her out. It's a really shame that. I wouldn't mind having it in a nice cover art and everything on this cover, but for some reason she's just been taken out. But in my opinion, she looks good here of this concept art here of the issue. But it's such a shame, in my opinion. They covered her out there, but I thought she looked great like that in that cover. So yeah. And then it just goes to references, like Anna Booth Thomas on Twitter tweeted something there, and there again, and then Ian Flynn on Twitter, and again there. Number 4, the Sonic the Hedgehog cover inks, and then 5 there. You got Mumblecraft Mini for February, and it just says things there and everything. So yeah. Yeah, so that's the background, everything, and the history of Lanolin, the sheep, the character. She's just, she's a really interesting character to me and everything. I just like this character of her now. I was seeing her more in, she's been in, she's been in some of the comics and everything, but we're not actually seeing her properly in action, like that she's joining the story role now in the storyline. In the urban warfare, and in issue 57 now that started, which is a new arc now and everything. She's just she's in in my opinion, she's just a really interesting character to me and myself and everything. I bet everyone is. Well, I'm excited for this character, Lanolin now. The sheep, she's got like a supporting role now. She's in a storyline, beginning of issue 57. It's going to be a really interesting character. I really, I just like this character. She's interesting now that she's in the urban warfare now, part 1 and everything, and I can't wait to see her develop as a character going in the next couple of issues now, and hopefully she's got a supporting role now, like they said. It's nice to see her in the actual comic now, doing more things in the comics. Really interesting character. I like Lanolin now. She's just such an interesting character now that she's in this issue 57. I just like her. She's very likable. I like this character. But hopefully, we'll see more of her in the comics and everything, and her personality and everything with the other characters and interacting. I just she's really interesting character, and can't wait to see more of her in the next few issues and everything, and the future issues and everything. I hope so. Yeah. What I would like to see is. I would like to see a mini series like the other characters in, like Tangle and Whisper, so you can find out about them more. I love to see like something like that. Her own mini series and everything. I think she deserves a own mini series of a story like a 4 issue part, like Tangle and Whisper for example. That I really love to see that, so we get to see more of that character properly. Like for example, like Serge and Kit and everything, they have their own mini stories. The more background and everything of their side. I wouldn't mind seeing her. I wouldn't mind seeing Lanolin having a 4-part story. So we get to know the character more properly and everything. But apart from that, she's going to be a really interesting character in the next future issues and everything of the comics, and hopefully more as well, and everything about her, and a more supporting role of the Restoration 8 we, we have seen her doing things but not in my opinion, not properly seen her more. Like, she's always been a few cameos and everything, a few of the she's been in backgrounds and in cover arts and pictures and all that, cover arts and all that. So, but I'm very excited for Lanolin, her character. She's got to be really interesting how she develops her characters in the next few issues and everything, and in the future as well. She's got to be an interesting character. I just can't wait to see more of her, more interaction, more of the other characters. Tango and Whisper and Jill, the Beetle, and all that as well, and Sonic and everyone, and all the other characters in the IDW Sonic comic universe. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to her character. It's just something about her. I just like this character now because we're going to get to know her more properly, and more of her in action, and more supported as well with the other characters as well in the comics. So yeah, she's going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to her and everything in the next few issues. So yeah, so that's my review of the character Lanolin the sheep. I hope you enjoy me reviewing the background, the history as well, and the other things about the character as well, Lanolin. I enjoyed reviewing this character, Lanolin, and everything, the sheep. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching this review and everything. Me going through the character, and I hope you guys as well. She's such an interesting character now and everything. So yeah, can't wait to see how the character develops and everything over the next few issues and in the future as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed me reviewing Lanolin, the sheep and everything. Just like to say thank you very much for watching. You the subscribers, you the viewers as well. Thank you very much for supporting everything. I will be reviewing the other characters as well, of the IDW Sonic characters as well. And check out my other videos on my channel, the comics and everything, Sonic merchandise reviews and everything. Feel free for your heart's content to check out my other videos as well. And just like to say thank you very much for watching, and thank you.